Hi guys, it's Steve. It's been a couple weeks since I've made my last vlog, and I've heard from a couple people that they wanted me to do it, so I thought I'd give you guys an update. Today is Thursday, November 7th. I am officially sleeved, as we like to say. I don't know who we are, but I guess people who have had the surgery before call it being sleeved. So, I wanted to give an update about what life has been like since the last time I made a post. Basically, it's been a lot of the same, at least for the week up to the surgery. I continued to do the protein shakes, lost some more weight, started to get really tired of the protein shakes, and then had the surgery last Wednesday. So it's been just over a week. It's been 8 days since the surgery. Um, and everything went well. I experienced, I guess I was a little bit naive or something about how painful it was going to be. I was expecting to be sore, and like on my stomach area, like my abs, I expected them to be sore from the incisions. But for whatever reason, I wasn't expecting issues with my insides, which, looking back on it, is kind of stupid on my part. But Wednesday, I wasn't allowed to eat anything. Thursday, I could hardly drink at all. I oh wait, let's go back to Wednesday. Worst experience of my life. I hadn't peed all day. The nurse gave me a couple of hours, and I just could not pee for whatever reason. The anesthesia, for whatever reason, was not working, and I could not pee. And so I ended up having to have a catheter, which for anybody in my family knows that I had already texted and was very happy that I wasn't going to have a catheter. It was basically the worst experience of my life. So if you ever have to have a catheter, I've warned people that choosing death may be better. That might be a bit extreme, but it was awful. And my wife, who's a nurse, seems to think that nobody else has been in as much pain as I was. For whatever reason, it was excruciating, and I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. So that was terrible, and I don't want to think about it ever again. So now I've said it, and it's done, and hopefully I never have to have one again. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, I could hardly drink at all. Even sipping, literally one sip, was just excruciatingly painful on my stomach. Um, I drank maybe 4 ounces of liquid all day. And the nurse was concerned that I wasn't going to drink enough and not be able to go home on Friday. My doctor, fortunately, wasn't too concerned. And so Friday, I was released from the hospital. I went home and still had a lot of pain. It's hard to describe what I was feeling, and I still feel it from time to time, but I feel like this hard ball almost. Just the closest thing I can think of is it's like a contraction. Not that I know what a contraction feels like, but it's what I assume it feels like. But it's just like this rising ball that just kind of sits right here on top of my abdomen, and after a few seconds goes away and then comes back and goes away. They've become fewer and further between as the week has gone by, but that first day, Thursday, was just, it caught me off guard, and there were a couple times that I thought I was going to throw up, which, if you've ever had stomach surgery, the thought of throwing up right after that is not a good idea. And so, fortunately, I didn't throw up, and and I made it through it. The other thing that I was experiencing every time I drank is it would feel like as soon as the liquid hit the stomach or the top of the stomach, it would just get stuck there. I literally felt like it was like boulders just dropping on top of my stomach and then staying there. And I could feel gas just building up in there, and eventually it would settle down. But that would happen every single sip that I took. So it was really painful. And again, I guess I should have expected it. Everything was swollen inside of there, but for whatever reason, I wasn't thinking about it at all. I didn't see it coming, and it hurt. Um, things are pretty good now. I can sip or I can drink normal things just fine. Like I made it through 64 ounces of iced tea today with no problems. It still bubbles a little bit, still a little bit painful. I still feel some of the bubbling in my chest and some of those contraction things, but like I said, they're fewer and further between. So it's getting easier and easier. I feel like I might be lactose intolerant. I don't know if that's even possible, but I think it is because I've seen some other people who experience similar things. But drinking my protein shakes now is making that upper abdominal area real. As soon as the milk hits it, it's real bubbly and gassy, and then it goes away after it gets through there. So I'm hoping it's just a temporary thing. It's only the protein shakes that are doing that to me right now. Just the normal water and Crystal Light and iced tea and things like that are going through just fine without those problems. So that's about what my life has been like. I have lost a total, as of this morning, I've lost a total of 36.5 pounds since the middle of July. I weighed in this morning at 223.5 and I started this at 260 evenly. Yeah, I'm just going to remark to one comment that I heard recently that has been driving me nuts for the last couple weeks, and then I'll move on to probably something that's too much information. But hey, that's kind of what this is about, right? So if you don't want to hear the TMI, you might want to tune out after this. But someone told me, actually they didn't tell me, they told someone else that I know. They were kind of upset that I was going through all of this and saying things like, well, doesn't he understand that he needs to eat right and exercise and all the things that come along with healthy living? And of course I know that. I'm not viewing what I've gone through as a cure. I'm not viewing this as, wow, now I get to live life freely and eat whatever I want whenever I want. This is a tool to help me live a healthier life. I plan on eating healthier, I plan on exercising, and I know that in order for all this to succeed, I have to do those things. So that's, I just want people to know that this is not a fix-all, it's a tool, and that's exactly what I'm viewing it as. So enough about that. Let's get on to some more exciting things, and then the TMI. I've noticed recently that I'm fitting into shirts that I haven't fit into in years. My belt buckle, or my belt that I did have a couple notches from the end, is now too big on me. These shorts that I'm wearing today were tight on me when I started this, and this morning when I put them on, they were falling down. So I'm excited about some of those changes. Now here's the information that you may not want to know, but hey, if anyone is watching and maybe they're going through similar things, and I figured I'd let you know. I drank some milk of magnesia tonight because I haven't gone to the restroom since last Tuesday. Today is Thursday. So it's been 9 days since I used the restroom. And it's starting very mildly, but starting to get uncomfortable. And the milk of magnesia, as of yet, hasn't done anything. It's been a couple hours. So I'm slightly concerned about that. I've heard and read and seen that other people have dealt with constipation. But 9 days to me seems like a long time. So I see the doctor tomorrow. I'm hoping to have that resolved, and maybe she'll give me some advice and thoughts and how to fix it. But on the positive side, this has been the only time in my life when my wife has been happy with my gas. So, yay, I'm gassy and my wife is happy about it. So I just figure I'll let her rip. Sorry, again, TMI, but what the heck? I'm not actually talking to any of you face to face right now, so it's easier to say this. Let's see, what else? I have 6 incisions on my stomach, on my abdomen. I've been debating whether or not to show them or not. What the heck. My wife said that's what this is about, so I guess I'll listen to her. So here we go. By the way, here's my profile. Yay. Okay, so here we go. 6 small incisions. That's it. Not too bad. Shaved belly. That's about what it's come down to. And they're not too bad. It's amazing that 6 little incisions like that would completely change my life forever. I think that's about it. Last week when I was in the hospital, I was not feeling too well and I wasn't sure that I made the right decision, but right now I'm feeling better. I'm excited. I have 1 more week of liquid diet before I get to move on to some mashed food, so I'm looking forward to being able to have some things like cottage cheese and maybe some mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes. And then the really exciting news, if my stomach will handle it, which I'm hoping it will, I still have a couple weeks, is that my first official day of eating solid foods after the restrictive diets and everything will actually fall on Thanksgiving Day. So hopefully I'll be able to have a piece of turkey and some mashed potatoes and maybe some stuffing, I don't know. But I am really, really looking forward to being able to eat a solid meal again. I feel like it's been forever. I'm really tired of protein shakes. 3 a day for the last 3 or 4 weeks, or 3 weeks is getting really tiring. So I look forward to something different. I think that's it. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments. Again, the whole point of this vlog is to help people who may be going through something similar. So, deciding if you want to do something like this, not do something like this. I'm very new to it, but I think I've learned a lot over the last couple months, and I'm happy to share my experience with you. Talk to you later.